Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There are three components in our experience. One is the object which we experience, what we call as the world. Technically it is called as Adi Bhautik, material world. The second component is the one who is experiencing this world. That is called as Adhyatmik. And the third component is the experiences of this world. Good experiences, bad experiences. That is called as Adi Daivik component. Three components. Experienced, experience, and experiencer. Three of them. Now out of these three, which is the component which we give maximum importance? That will determine the quality of our life. If we give all the importance and value and efforts for the objective world, our whole life will be only how much possessions I have, and how much wealth I have, and how many things I have done in my life, and how much successful I am. Because the whole attention is only on the objective world. When such a person talks about himself in his life, in the old age particularly, what do people talk in old age? Only two things. What possessions they had, what relations they have, and what good or bad experiences that they have. In short, they refuse to remain in the present. Such old people like me, they never live in the present. All the time talking about the past. When we were young, who asked you? We don't understand the basic principle that nobody is interested in our past. People are concerned about their own future. But old person like me, what future I have got? I have no future. So I'll talk only that. See friends, this is first principle. To what we give importance in our life, that determines the quality of our life. The second thing, what importance we give to the experiences of our life. When I was a child, I had a very bad childhood. We had no money. We had to struggle hard. We used to go to school even barefooted, and we never have purchased new clothes. We used to get the chaddi, the pant inherited from the first brother. Slowly it used to come down. We were so poor. So they will be all the time talking about the experience that they have gone through. And very rare are those who talk about the self. Who is going through the experiences? And it is here we all do a big mistake. And that mistake is body identification. This particular topic of body identification, I will repeat shamelessly million times. At least once it may hit. See, if you just observe this in life, we all the time talk about our past. Now be very attentive. Past belongs to whom? Past belongs to the body. The body was born. The body was a child. The body was a teenager. The body was a middle age. The body is old age. So when we talk about our childhood, Unknowingly, we have not dropped the body identification. The childhood body has gone, but you are still holding on to that. Then the teenage came. Teenage belonged to the body, not to you. But we get holding on to the teenage experiences, and by then, what happens unknowingly? We are not ready to discard the body identification. And when we talk about ourselves, what we talk? When I was a child, my dear friend, you were never a child. You were only there. The body was a child. But this doesn't click. And as a result, we are all the time living only in the delusion of body identification. And when I am living only as a body, what will be my lifestyle? Body should be healthy. I should live long. I should have more comforts. And how long you want to live? See, on one truck in India, India is the land of wisdom. So wisdom is spread everywhere, even on the backs of the trucks. So on one truck it was written, may you live long, long life, and may your grandchildren torture you in your old life. What will you do living long? Long life cannot be the goal of life. To have a good car cannot be the goal of life. To have a good house cannot be the goal of life. To have all comforts cannot be the goal of life. There are people who have got all comforts, they are comfortably miserable. See, friends, we are unable to even recognize what we want. And our struggle is to have more and more possessions, acquisitions, and relations and experiences, and get ourselves entangled into what doesn't exist. See, friends, this has to be understood. It is for this purpose, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the main topic is this. The one who is miserable, find out who is miserable. See? This is how the first chapter of Gita is called as Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nam. Vishada means tragedy, misery, frustration, etc. We can understand that healthy life is a yoga, good figure is a yoga, we understand. But how can you say misery is a yoga? So tragedy, yogo nam, the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is tragedy yoga. See, friends, that tragedy because of which we change the direction of our life from the dogwards to the Godwards. That tragedy is the yoga. See, friends, Bhagavan Krishna and Arjun were together, not for a day or two, but for so many years. Although Arjuna was very close to Bhagavan Krishna as the best friend, he knew his Godhead. Bhagavan Krishna is Bhagavan, everything. And yet he never wanted to know himself. See, friends, knowing God is complete only if we know ourselves. If we don't know ourselves, we are not complete understanding about the truth. The truth is, knowing is being. If knowing doesn't culminate into being, it is only information. And then we go on talking about God. Oh, God is so great. Are we going a certificate to God or what? You are great. See, friends. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna was feeling so bad. This person is so close to me, but he doesn't want to know me himself. What is he? And therefore, the Lord created a situation wherein he was made to feel miserable. See, friends. And there are people of different categories who are able to get the message with a small little indication. Small little. For example, I'll tell you. There were two persons. One was an average person, other was a doctor. Now this average person, he had some kind of, one day, a throat problem. While swallowing the food, he was feeling trouble. First time in his life. So he straight away went to the doctor and said, "Doctor, something is wrong, I don't know, but I am not feeling comfortable." So they checked, it was esophageal cancer growth. Immediately it was operated and he lived thereafter for 6 years. Because that message, something is wrong, he immediately caught it. The other example, that lady was a doctor, a gynecologist. So all medicines available to her. If there is some pain here and there, she'll take a medicine, take a pill, take a pill. Slowly that pill titer has increased and she was taking not one but 2, 3 pills, painkillers. And yet one day she had very bad pain in the lower abdomen. So she called her doctor friend and she also gynecologist and wanted to check what is wrong. And when she checked, her cervix was, when she touched the cervix, immediately like a mud pot filled with yogurt mixed with red chilies and masala, like that it burst open and a bucket full of pus and all things came down. It was the 3rd degree cancer. Now what we have to learn? She got this message. For the first time she got the pain. Had she taken care that time, this condition would not have come. But it's okay, take a painkiller. My friends, every difficulty, every problem of our life is an indication. Change your way of thinking. You are not here only for this useless routine life. Everybody is born, everybody grows, everybody becomes old, everybody dies. Is this life? Or there is something more? See? But this doesn't click us because we are like the second case. Take the painkiller, take the painkiller. Correct yourself the moment you discover that you are disturbed. And then you will come to discover one day that disturbances always happen to somebody. That somebody has to be corrected. See? Like we get the tooth pain here. Now, when you get the tooth pain is not given to torture us. It is an indication. Hey, something is wrong, go to the dentist. And if you go in right time, you don't have to make a root canal. But we take painkiller and then you have to remove the whole denture. Think. Exactly this is what happened with Arjuna. Lived with Bhagavan Krishna for so many years and yet never wanted to know the truth. He was happy. I am Bhagavan Krishna's friend. It is not enough. You have to live your life, you have to die your death, and you have to live your spiritual practice. Nobody can do it for us. See? And therefore, when Arjuna came on the battlefield, that time what happened? This is how Bhagavad Gita begins. See? Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurvata sanjaya. Now, in this Bhagavad Gita, there are so many characters. One is Dhritarashtra. Second is Sanjay. Third is Arjun. Fourth is Bhagavan Krishna. We take only 4 of them. There are so many others. Now, after listening to the Bhagavad Gita, and you all know, Bhagavad Gita was told by Sanjay to Dhritarashtra on the 10th day of the war. Bhagavad Gita was not told at that very moment. Sanjay did not tell Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra was told on the 10th day. So why he was told on the 10th day? Why not on the first day? Because Dhritarashtra never asked. Then what happened on the 10th day? On the 10th day, Bhishmacharya fell on the battlefield to the arrows of Arjuna on a arrow bed. He was on the deathbed. Bhishmacharya was the most powerful man on the battlefield. Nobody could ever defeat him. And yet, this happened. This was a trump card for Duryodhana as well as this Dhritarashtra, that as long as Bhishmacharya is with us, we will win the war. But when Bhishmacharya fell on the battlefield, then this Dhritarashtra became nonplussed. Hey, what happened? How come? Bhishmacharya has fallen to the arrows of Arjuna? It is impossible. What happened? This is the question. See, friends, but if you see the normal translations, that this point is not brought out. There it is simply told, Dhritarashtra asked the question that on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Dharmakshetra, my children and Pandu's children, they have come together with a desire to fight, and then what happened? This is not the question. This is an objection. This is a surprise. My friends, questions have got different shades. One shade is asking a question to evaluate somebody. Like in the school, the children are asked questions. They have to write in their answer book. One child wrote in answer to the question. Question was, what is the capital of America? The student replied, sir, you don't know even this much. Who made you a teacher? So at that time the question was asked to evaluate the student. So the question is asked for evaluation. Second question is asked for inquiry. Hey, how long it takes from here to Miami if you drive? It's an inquiry. Third question is objection. How come you are miserable? What is there for you to be miserable? You have got everything. How come you are miserable? It's a surprise. Exactly the same way. Dhritarashtra had a surprise. What happened? How come? Bhishmacharya has fallen on the battlefield. When my sons and his Pandu's son, they came in the battlefield, what happened that time? Why this is happening? In reply to that, Sanjay tells on the 10th day what happened before the war began. It is because of this Bhishmacharya fell to the arrows of Arjuna. Because when the war was on, every day, how many horses are killed, how many elephants are killed, how many infantry warriors are killed, how many chariots were broken, everything was reported to Dhritarashtra. Every day, daily report. Why will he ask this question? See? And he was not that fool to ask, oh, on the battlefield what happened? It was not a maternity ward to deliver babies. People are killed. And yet this question comes. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. What happened? Please tell me. In reply to that, Sanjay tells. Drushtva tu Pandavanekam Vyudam Duryodhanasthatha Acharyam Upasangamya Vachanam Idam Abraved. He said, when and he told to his guru, Dronacharya. He said, when these arrays of enemies, Pandavas and Kauravas, they were standing in face to each other, that time Duryodhana approached this Dronacharya ji and told him. And thereafter, what he told, that topic comes. And he says, Duryodhana told Dronacharya ji, see the warriors of the Pandavas, how strong they are. They are all capable. They are all wonderful. He had a doubt about Dronacharya. Because for Dronacharya, Arjuna and Pandavas were special students. So he wanted to remind him, please remember, now they are in enemy lines. Don't be soft on them. We are here to win the war. And Dronacharya ji, you are a Brahmin. Brahmins are good teachers. They are not good fighters. But you are not teaching now archery. You have to fight with your own disciple. He had a doubt on the credentials of Dronacharya. See, friends, Bhagavad Gita is that deep, not surface swimming. See? And then, when he enumerates the great warriors on the Pandava side, thereafter, Bhishmacharya sees that this boy is talking too much. He is going beyond his limits. Then, just to create a feeling of confidence and courage so that the war can begin with a positive note, then Bhishmacharya, he blowed his conch, and thus, for all technical purposes, Kauravas were the one who started the war, and Pandavas only protected themselves. And that very moment, Bhagavan Krishna and Arjuna, they come on the battlefield in a beautiful chariot yoked with 5 white horses. Bhagavan Krishna is the charioteer, Arjuna is the one sitting in the chariot. And that time, Sanjay is telling Dhritarashtra. That time, Arjuna was talking. Let me see who dares fight with me. He had such an arrogance because Arjuna was never defeated in his life. He was always a successful person. One of his names was Vijay because of that. He has never seen defeat. And the second thing, first thing which was negative, was the arrogance of success. Friends, to digest failure, one may succeed. To digest success is very difficult. So Arjuna became arrogant because of his success. And the second negative point on Arjuna was he had bitterness towards the Kauravas. And he speaks very ill about them. These two are the negative qualities because of which we do not walk the spiritual path. If you have to walk the spiritual path, these two things must disappear from our system. First is the arrogance of success in life. It's very difficult to digest. And the second point was the bitterness towards Kauravas. A bitter person can never be sweet in his life. He will always think negative, destructive. Now, when these two qualities were seen in Arjuna, Bhagavan Krishna, to divert his path from the devilish lifestyle to the divine lifestyle, Bhagavan Krishna created a situation. And the situation was, when Arjuna tells, Senayor Uvayor Madhya Ratham Stapaya Mechuta, O Lord, kindly take my chariot between the two armies. I want to see who dares fight with me and to see these dirty children of Dhritarashtra. Let me see. So Bhagavan Krishna takes the chariot between the two armies. Now here is the most important point in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan Krishna had a freedom to take the chariot between the two armies anywhere. They were spread miles apart. So many of them. Now leaving all the places, Bhagavan Krishna took Arjuna's chariot in front of Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya. What was the need? Imagine, had Bhagavan taken Arjuna's chariot in front of Dushasan, Duryodhan, will Arjuna ever ask any question? He has come to kill them. And they were away, like, okay, I'll start now. No, instead of that, Bhagavan Krishna took the chariot in front of Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya. And after having taken there, he did not keep quiet. He said, do you want to know with whom you have to fight? You have to fight with your Guru, Dronacharya, and your grandfather, Bhishmacharya. Now fight with them. And they are all your own kith and kins. They all belong to the same clan. We may call Kaurav Pandav separate, but Pandavas were also Kauravas. They belong to the Kuru Vamsha. They were not separate from Kauravas. So Bhagavan Krishna tells, now you have to fight with whom? You ask me this question. You have to fight with your grandfather, with your Guru, and with your own brothers, your own clan. No fight. When this was told, Arjuna became nonplussed. And he became frustrated. Oh God, am I going to kill my own Guru? Am I going to kill my own teacher who taught me how to hold the bow, how to fix the string, how to put the arrow, how to pull the pratyancha up to the ears, and how to shoot at the target? To that Guru I am going to kill. Oh God, I can't do this. You are arrogant? Fight now. My friends, here is a message of Gita. To fight with the enemies is never an issue. When we take our nears and dears as our enemies, then the real war of Mahabharata begins. See, to anybody to whom we have given importance, they become an issue for us. Enemy is not outside, it's within. Just observe this. There are so many children in this world. Do we bother about any child? But when it is my child, then the samsara begins. The reason is, we think children are born to us. No, children are born through us. What we give to our children is only the body. The embodied, the one living in that body, is not created by the parents. For the same parents, 4 children are born. First child is studious, contemplative, withdrawn, not indulgent, simple. Second child is a gunda, a kind of a rogue and becomes a politician. The third child is a trader, a businessman, cheating others and accumulating a lot of wealth. And the fourth child is a government servant, does nothing but want salary. Same parents. First child is Brahmana, second is Kshatriya, third is Vaishya, fourth is Shudra. How come out of the same parents, the four varieties have come out? Because body-wise, morphology-wise, skin color-wise, eyes-wise, they all will be same. But bodies are not living the life. The embodied is living the life. Because we are identified with the body, so we are living as the body, for the body, on everybody. And therefore we think the child is mine. No. The day you understand this principle, you will see your whole life will become naturally spiritually oriented. If you look at your own experiences, we are simultaneously parents as well as children, is it not? To our parents we are children, to our children we are parents. Now tell me, how many of us are miserable because of our parents? Has anybody ever thought of, I wish my mom was Marilyn Monroe? No. We accept the parents as they are. See? But when it comes to the children, we don't accept them. As we attentive, as we have no choice for the parents, we have no choice for the children. See, my friends, but then we become so much burdened because, these children, Swamiji, my son doesn't listen to me. Did you listen to your parents? No, but that time there was no opportunity in India, therefore we have to come to USA. But my parents didn't understand that. I said, the same genes have come to your child. He also tells the same thing. My dad doesn't understand anything. See, friends, this basic principle will make you spiritual overnight. As we have no choice of our parents, we have no choice for our children. They are born through us. You are here to serve them. But instead of that, we invest in the children so that in the old age they will help you. See, my friends, give time for the children, not money, not the games. That is not important. See, in San Jose, one parents asked me this question, Swamiji, a standard in USA. Back home, when we were children, we used to listen to our parents and, everything was so calm and quiet. But these days, children are so horrible, they don't listen to us. I don't know what to do with them. I said, I'll tell you, but my principle is very simple. No discussion, no argument. Okay. I said, look here, we were lucky to have good parents. Our children are unfortunate to have dumb parents. And therefore they are behaving like this. See, friends, change your perception of life. It is for this Bhagavad Gita is said. Otherwise the very purpose is defeated. So when Arjuna was standing in front of his nears and dears, then he started becoming totally paralyzed, depressed, dejected. This is called as Arjunitis. All the people who go into depression, they are suffering from Arjunitis. How can I kill my own people? That means, how can I kill my grandfather? How can I kill my guru? Means what? Killing is not a problem. If it is your guru and your grandfather, I can kill. But it is my guru and my grandfather, how can I kill? So killing is not a problem, guru is not a problem, grandfather is not a problem, brother is not a problem, brother is my. Is it not our life? Spirituality doesn't mean to have a lot of makeup on your body. Spirituality means understanding properly. What for we are in this world? See? Ahara nidra bhaya maithunancha samanya etat pashubi nrinam dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha dharmena hina pashubi samana. It is said, ahara eating, nidra sleeping, bhaya sense of insecurity, and maithuram procreation. This is common between human beings and animals. If this is all what we are engaged in, God will correct his mistake. In the next life, he will put us into a donkey body, read newspaper, no, eat newspaper. You know, in India, donkeys eat the newspapers. And the future prospective donkeys, they read the newspapers. Is this the purpose of our life? No. This is the most important principle to know, to become divine, to turn the direction of our life. And what is that? Simple things like walls, wooden pieces, they only exist. Then you see the plants, they exist, they have life. Then see the animals, they exist, they have life, and they have knowledge. Animals know what to eat, what not to eat, how much not to eat. We don't know how much to eat. After eating every day, oh, aaj jara jyada hi ho gaya. Animals never overeat. So they have knowledge. Now, if we are limiting ourselves only to existence, life and knowledge, why we should be called as human beings? We have to have some additional factor. Like plants have additional factor in addition to existence, life. Animals have any additional factor in addition to existence and life, they have got knowledge. Then what is human being? An additional factor is happiness, bliss. Stones and bricks express only existence. Plants, existence plus life. Animals, existence, life plus knowledge. Human beings are human beings only if they are expressing happiness. When we start expressing happiness, we have started walking the divine path. But what we are doing? We are seeking happiness. Don't seek happiness. Express happiness. It will make a tremendous difference in your whole life. But our problem is we are seeking happiness. If I get that, I will get happiness. Watch your children. You give these various kinds of useless games to them. The husband and wife go to the shopping mall and the useless child wants to buy some electronic game. And then they are coming home. Husband and wife are busy in fighting during their driving. The child is sitting behind and watching that game. By the time they reach home, that game has become outdated. He throws it away. Then he wants another game. Watch this. How many things we have collected in our house for getting happiness. After usage for few days, it becomes redundant. Then, no, I think if I get that car, it will be good. So earlier, you had an ordinary thing. No, then new one. And the whole life is only seeking happiness. but we have never looked within. Have we ever discovered fulfillment in life? If we have to write autobiography of our life, what we will write? Right from childhood onwards till date, we have been struggling to fulfill our desires. But have we discovered fulfillment in life? The difference is, as I told in the beginning in the meditation class, the difference is we have not discriminated between life and living. We are trying to spend everything for living happily, but our life is not happy. Instead of seeking happiness through things and beings and situations, why not we learn to express happiness? And real happiness is when you don't desire anything. See? But our whole life is a struggle to fulfill our desires. And desires can never be fulfilled. Watch within our own life. Right from childhood onwards, how many desires we have fulfilled? See? Therefore, friends, Bhagavad Gita tells us that real enemy is not outside. It is our own wrong thinking. Now, what was Arjuna's wrong thinking? Whether he is a grandson, whether he is a disciple, whether he is a brother, or he is a warrior on the battlefield. Who is he at a given period of time? Now be attentive. I have been talking to you for last 42 minutes. Don't answer this question, keep it in your mind. Out of 42 minutes, how many minutes you have heard me? Huh? Even this is not heard. So, for what we have come here? I have come here to talk to you on Bhagavad Gita, and I am talking on Bhagavad Gita, it is recorded proof. You have come here to listen to Bhagavad Gita and make your life divine. If 42 minutes of our life we cannot apply consistently, can we apply our whole life for spirituality? Then complain. But what the hell, this Bhagavad Gita was written in Sanskrit? Complain. See, friends, it is so important. The real spiritual life is we must be able to be available to ourselves for a given job 100% every moment. 100% presence is living in meditation. 100% presence is God realization. 100% presence is fulfillment in life. 100% presence is the ultimate in life. But our mind doesn't remain in the present. And what are the factors which takes our mind away from the present? Is these relations, possessions, which are creating a personality. Arjuna was a warrior, but he became a grandson, he became a disciple, he became a brother. And thereafter, this is our story, friends, first chapter. If you learn properly Bhagavad Gita, you have learned everything in Bhagavad Gita. This is our story. And once he has this identity crisis as to who he is at a given period of time, now whenever you are now sitting here and listening, any thought that has come in your mind, that particular time you had become somebody and you have come here to remain as a listener, but instead of listening and becoming a listener, you have become somebody, and that somebody has taken you away from yourself. See? Just imagine, don't take it seriously. Some tow car has come and is taking one car towing away. Just example, nothing has happened. Immediately, my God, I hope my car is not being taken. You have forgotten that you are here listening. See, therefore, the real meaning of spirituality is this. Always remember, who are we at a given period of time in a place? But what are the normal questions we come across? Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, thoughts come. And then we complain. Exactly this is what Arjuna did. He started, first of all, he was confused, but he is not ready to accept his confusion. See? And in that confusion, he starts arguing. Like, many people argue with us. Therefore, I don't like arguments and discussions. One lady in Delhi, after my talk was over, she became so angry. She came and as if catching my collar. Swamiji, you are teasing us married people all the time telling, be happy, be happy. Get married and show how to be happy. Meaning what? She was justifying marriage is a license to be miserable. Tatastu. You are not ready to change. Arjuna was doing the same thing. He was justifying. Katam Bhishmamaham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana Vishubhi Pratihotchami Pujarha Varisudana. Hey Madhusudana, you have got a glorious name Madhusudana, the one who has killed Madhu, the attachment, demon of attachment. Arisudana, you are the killer of all your enemies. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. These are your glorious names, Arisudana, Madhusudana. You want me to kill my Guru and my grandfather and give me a title, Guru Sudana and Grandfather Sudana. How arrogant Arjuna was. And you are telling me to fight the war? Oh, I don't think it is right. And do you know what will happen? Be attentive. Whenever we justify our decisions, we are Arjuna. Don't justify wrong thinking. First think and then justify. What Arjuna has done, first decided, I am not going to fight this war. Decided. And then he started thinking. Now this process is like what? Just imagine that I hire a liar or an attorney here. This is just an example, it is not the truth. And then I hire that attorney and tell, see, I have committed this crime and you have to protect me. So what will be the approach of the attorney? He will take a decision on his own side, first of all. My client is innocent. He has taken a decision. And then he will start thinking. What will be the process of thinking? To support his own decision or to oppose his own decision? Exactly the same way, Arjuna has decided under the delusion of his own identity that etan nahantum ichchami gnatopi Madhusudana, I don't want to kill them, even if they kill me. After he has decided, do you think he will think properly? He will think only to justify how running away from the war is right. This is what happens with all the intelligent, illiterate people. See, friends, we are here for some divine purpose. But instead of that, our whole life is spent only in acquisitions, possessions, relations, and that becomes the only thing in our life. There is something higher. See, friends. And thereafter, Arjuna starts justifying, quoting the scriptures, like a devil is quoting the scriptures. He starts teaching Bhagavan Krishna Dharma Shastra. And he says, In this battlefield, there will be lot of killing and bloodshed. Now on the battlefield, there won't be milkshakes. And he is teaching Bhagavan Krishna. There will be bloodshed. And all the victory that we will have, that means he has taken for granted. He is going to be victorious. Others are sitting there as a target or what? He will also fight. But he has already mistaken. I am going to win the war. See how wrong our thinking goes. And then he said, after killing all of them, then to enjoy this world will be like enjoying the enjoyments which are soaked in the blood of our own nears and dears. Chi, I can't do that. Who told you that you are going to win the war? He has taken it for granted. And therefore, I don't want to fight the war. Be attentive. Goody brand people are most dangerous. Those goody brand people, they are self-deceptive. They want to prove something to the world. Holier than thou. See? One day I was in somebody's house and they asked me this question. Swamiji, you have gone to so many places and so many flights. What about your food? I said, food I eat. What else? No, but outside you eat? I said, yes, I eat outside. Hotel food? I said, yes, I eat hotel food. How come you eat hotel food? I said, like this. No, Mahatmas don't eat food outside, therefore I am asking you. I said, it is your fault. So why my fault, Swamiji? I said, why do you call me Mahatma? And then ask me to behave according to your rules. Then call me Chota Atma. No, Mahatmas don't eat food outside. See friends, be simple. I'll tell you the truth. Real spiritual attainment is, you have discarded all the speciality status. Nirvishesha Satta is Paramatma. Are we carrying less burden of specialities on our head? I am man, woman, married, unmarried, rich, poor, Indian, non-Indian, educated, uneducated, spiritual, non-spiritual. No. Whether the space is in the sanctum of a temple or the space is in the commode of a toilet, space is space. Be very attentive. When my eyes are seeing the yellow color flowers, they don't become yellow. When the same eyes are seeing the red color flowers, they don't become red. Eyes are non-specific. Specificity is in the objects. Sounds, whether it is a musical melody or crying of a child or abuse by somebody or braying of a donkey, everything is a sound. See, in our scriptures it is told, these Pancha Mahabhutas, they have got 5 tanmatras. Space has Shabda tanmatra, the sound. Air has Sparsha tanmatra, the touch. The fire has Rupa tanmatra, the form. The water has Rasa tanmatra, the taste. And Prithvi, earth, has the Gandha tanmatra, the smell. Be attentive. It is said, Shabda matra, Sparsha matra, Rupa matra, Rasa matra, Gandha matra. Matra means only. Sound only. Doesn't matter what sound. Sparsha only. Doesn't matter what sparsha. Rupa, form, any form. That is the reality. But we get lost into sweet, sour. Ras is neither sweet nor sour. Water is neither sweet nor sour. You add the salt in that, it becomes salty. You add sweet, it becomes sweet. But by itself, Rasa Tanmatra has no specificity. Therefore, the real spiritual evolution is remaining non-specific. We don't have to become extraordinary. We have to remain ordinary. When Bhagavan Krishna was scolded by his mother Yashoda when he was a child, "Are you a pig eating the soil?" He didn't become angry with his mother. He knew he only was in Varaha avatar. See, friends, observe this. This is real spiritual practice. Eyes are illuminating all the colors and forms, but eyes are not influenced by anything. Ears are hearing every kind of sound. Ears are not influenced by anything. Mind is entertaining every kind of thought, good or bad. Mind is not good or bad. Life is illuminating waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. Nothing touches. This principle is hidden because we are preoccupied with the non-essentials in life. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna tells through this first chapter by one simple word. You want to know who is your enemy? Enemy is not outside. Enemy is your wrong notion about yourself. Who you are at a given period of time. Remember that and everything is fine. See? Then you won't have any questions. Then what will be the effect? Effect will be, we will know how to deal with whom. Now take one or two examples to understand. When we go through the security, we are at our best, is it not? Because the security or the immigration officer, he doesn't need us. We need to enter that country. Therefore, we are goody-goody. I say, good afternoon. Oh. You can't be arrogant there. Hey, jaldi kar. No. See, friends, exactly the same way, it is our need that we are in this world. World doesn't need us. Now I have come over here. I am 100% sure about it. None of you need me. Then why I have come? If you are not in front of me, to whom will I talk and contemplate loudly on the truth? I am not going to talk to the furniture. So when it is my need that I talk to you, I cannot be arrogant in life. Arrogance comes when I start thinking, oh, you ignorant people, you know nothing. Then arrogance will come. Therefore, real spiritual practice is we have to discard all our special status. We are not extraordinary. Remain ordinary. And ordinary in letter and spirit. Not only ordinary means what? We are not like others. That is not being, that is the super extraordinary. These goody-goody people have got this dangerous thing, you know. We are not like others. They eat all non-vegetarian, etc. We don't eat. We eat only in the hotels, not at home. We are not like other people. Waking up late in the morning, 10 o'clock, we wake up at 9:45. Better than them. That goodness which is ready to condemn others is not goodness at all. See, friends, therefore, tanmatra, we have to revert back to this non-specific, ordinary being, nirvishesha, nirvikar, nirakar, satta is our essential nature. And therefore, this is not an achievement. Therefore, on the spiritual path, there is neither achievement nor a failure. Where achievement and failure happens, you are in the material world. Because the journey on the spiritual path is not spatio-temporal journey. The journey on the spiritual path is like small thing, we will conclude. How much time, energy and efforts it takes for a husband to be a man? 0. How much time, energy and effort it takes for a wife to be a woman? 0. And the best part is, husband can never become a man, the wife can never become a woman. Why? Because they are already, they don't have to become. They became husband, they became wife. Becoming is samsar, being is God realization. Discover this and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.